Those fangs contain the statistically deadliest snake venom on the fucking planet.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, taipan venom is a pina colada of pain, containing, but
Delicious.
not limited to,
I love pina colada.
hemotoxins to cause blood clots, myotoxins for paralysis and necrosis, nephrotoxins to shut down your kidneys, and 3 different kinds of neurotoxin.
Why does it need so much?
But the funniest part of this snake's venom is that in the wild, they only hunt rats and mice.
Then I wonder, why the f do they need that much shit in their venom if that's the only thing they're gonna hunt on anyway? It's finally time. After a super successful petition, the Lucy plushie is real and she's ready for you to adopt. Starting December 5th for 21 days only, you can get your very own Lucy plushie over on Makeshift. She is soft, she's chaotic, she's adorable, and she's only available for a limited time. Once the campaign ends, she's gone forever. So don't miss your chance. Head to makeshift.com to grab yours and bring Lucy home. Hi YouTube, welcome back in hell. My name is Cypress and today we will be reacting more to more Parz. But first, I would like to let you all know that I do have a gaming channel, so if you would like to see some gameplay, please go and check out Cypress Play.
This is the world's deadliest tree.
Oh.
Introducing the Manchineel tree, found in the United States of America and the Caribbean, and you may be wondering, what makes it so
Are the leaves poisonous?
And the answer is that when growing this thing, God used the same design philosophy that Miyazaki uses when he puts a swamp in a FromSoft game. Because even thinking about the fucking thing will poison you.
Oh. Okay. Chad, we're dead. We're so dead, Chad. We're dead.
The entire tree, from root to stem, contains more toxicity than a league lobby, and that starts with the sap. This thick, sticky, white substance is not only
Why is he saying it like that? Why?
found inside the tree, but thinly coats the entire thing, not unlike the sock under your bed.
Oh, so it's not the leaf, it's the whole thing. And that's disgusting. Why is that thing, like, solid, like, hard? Ew!
This is a problem because it contains 3 separate toxins
Scarlet rot, poison, and I don't know what the last one is.
that will seep into your system if you so much as f***ing brush the thing, causing severe itching, swelling, and chemical burns.
Oh yeah, that's not too bad.
I think it's just because of allergies.
Getting toxic shock from just touching the thing isn't enough for you? Well, you'll be happy to know that eating the fruit on it can just kill you.
But why would you? Why the f would you eat it?
Yeah, what the sap does
If you touch it and you already are poisoned, why would you even think like, hey, let's go eat that fruit?
to your skin, the fruit essentially does to your throat and internal organs. So just a few bites of Satan's apple here will cause you to start choking before you experience the worst stomach pain of your entire life, collapse to the ground, puke your guts up, and then start shitting them out.
That seems like a very, very painful way to die.
But the f***ed up part is even if you don't eat the fruit or touch the tree, it can still poison you.
The air? Is it the fucking air?
How? Well, let's say you're walking outside and suddenly it starts pissing down with rain. Thinking quickly, you're the cover under the branches of a tree. A Manchineel tree. The rain hits the leaves
And then the delicious sap gets mixed with the rain.
branches of the tree, mixes with the toxic sap, and then falls directly onto your fucking head.
Hey, at least better than what I thought. I thought like maybe, like, I don't know, tiny particles of that sap was like in the air and then it would like fly in your face and you're dead. Oh, also big update! I'm now officially partnered with Gamersubs. Use code Parz at checkout and snag a cheeky 10% off your order. Gamersubs.gg/Parz. Go now, go now, go now! Also, when burned, the smoke is so noxious, it can permanently blind you. What does noxious mean? Oh, noxious is poisonous or very unpleasant. Am I saying it correct?
Noxious.
Noxious. I am very noxious. I forgot to mention burning a tree releases smoke that causes the same chemical burns, but now airborne. You can't even dispose of the tree. Cut it using protective gear and then bury the thing and burn it below ground and pray. I looked it up and the poison can get mixed into the soil and contaminate it. I'm convinced this is the actual tree of Satan. You know what? I'm starting to like this tree more and more.
This tree
Not a tree.
grows grenades.
Oh, hell yeah.
You see, this is a sandbox
That's my kind of tree.
native to South America. And before we even address the frag grenades growing in the branches, we are going to start at the bottom of the tree because I feel it's important that you understand that this tree was designed from the roots up by God himself to f***ing hurt you.
Thanks, God.
Growing up to a staggering
I think God loves us.
60 meters in height.
60?
The first phase of the f***ing boss fight that is this tree is
Pointy ass
the
tree.
giant inch-long, rock-solid bark combat knives covering the thing from top to bottom.
Yeah, this is awful.
Now, if Groot's cousin being armed like the average British resident was not enough to stop you from getting too close, touching the tree will immediately make you realise it is not ribbed for your pleasure. It's for your f***ing poison. Yep, as if the spikes weren't enough, the sap of the sandbox tree is very f***ing toxic, causing severe itching and rashes on contact. And if you
Nice.
some f***ing how get it into your eye, it will temporarily blind you.
Oh, but hey, at least it's temporarily. That's not permanent. I see the positive in this.
That all pales in comparison to what you came here for. The reason, the other name for this thing is the f***ing dynamite tree. The fruit.
The freaking fruit explodes.
Hey, these fruits aren't meant to be eaten. In fact, they're poisonous. Put it in your mouth, you'll cramp up, vomit, and
And you explode?
shit yourself.
Oh.
No, they are made to spread the seeds of the sandbox tree in the most American way humanly possible. Explosions.
Oh, hell yeah.
The fruits are basically seed-filled time bombs. As once mature, they begin to dry out. As they dry, they shrink, and they slowly begin bending against
Okay,
their
this is
stem.
interesting though.
Tension gets too high, snaps the fibers, holding it against the stem, and the whole thing explodes like a frag grenade, sending seeds flying up to 240 kilometers an hour.
What the f? That's a very interesting tree. I'm like disappointed though that you do not explode when you eat it. I was fully expecting that. Almost became my favorite tree. Almost. Sometimes we even forget about Brazil and its wacky neighbors because of Australia's daily madness. Okay, Satan, you can make one tree.
This is the world's oldest shark. We got a
Ooh.
boomer. How old actually is it? This absolute fossil over here is the Greenland shark.
Aye.
And this may come as a shock to you.
It's a cutie.
But the Greenland shark is found in f***ing Greenland, man.
No way.
And with Grandpa Shark here coming in at a f***ing kaiju-sized 6 meters in length
6
and a literal f***ing ton in weight, this senior citizen probably worked
massive.
with Godzilla back in his f***ing day. But how senior is senior? Well, you might be expecting him to say something along the lines of, 100 years, maybe 150 years, right? Try higher.
2,000 years.
No, not 200. Close, but not 300 either.
Chocolate.
No, the Greenland shark can live up to 500 fucking years.
That is crazy though. 500 years.
I don't think you understand how old that
the
is.
fuck?
To put it in perspective, this is Bob.
Hi, Bob.
has just turned 500.
Congrats.
Here is a list of things this has lived through. All 8 of King Henry's divorces. The invention of chocolate.
I remember when they first
That is actually crazy the amount of things that this shark has seen.
invented chocolate.
Shakespeare's entire lifespan. The Boston
Oh
Tea
my
Party.
gosh.
The signing
The things that this shark would
of
know.
the Declaration of Independence and the founding of the United States. The colonization of Australia. The Industrial f***ing Revolution. The invention of the light bulb and adoption of electricity.
Right.
The Titanic becoming a submarine. World War I. The Great Depression. World War II. the Vietnam War, the fucking moon landing, and the invention of the internet. The first episode of SpongeBob. Schlett's crimes
First
in
episode
99.
of SpongeBob, that's the most important
2001.
one.
The invasion of Iraq. The global financial crisis. The death of Harambe.
Oh.
Australia catching fire. The virus. And it's still with us today to watch fucking TikTok.
What the hell? Something messed up about the Greenland sharks, aside from the parasites that permanently attach to their eyeballs, eat their corneas, and eventually render them blind, is that it's suspected they don't reach sexual maturity until around 200 years. So a Greenland shark born during the Lincoln administration might just now be able to make new sharks. That is so weird to think about. They're also pregnant for like 15 years? 15? Between 8 to 18 years even. My goodness. Even potentially longer. Jesus. Okay then.
I don't think you understand just how old sharks are.
We got a boomer!
See, I'm not just talking individual sharks. Hammerheads, Bruce from Nemo, Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff.
Your average shark lives anywhere between 20 to 80 years. Nothing all that special. I'm talking sharks as a species. Because as a concept, sharks are fucking one-tricks. They have mained this class through every single balance adjustment Earth has thrown at them. From climate change to the Ice Age
I guess they just are the perfect being down there.
to that time God decided to punt a rock at Barney the dinosaur. Yeah, when it comes to prehistoric shark species, most people think of the megalodon. That big boy
I
decided
did think about the megalodon.
kaiju that was swimming around in the ocean around 26 million years ago. Which might sound like a long time, but as far as sharks go, this thing's a fucking zoomer. Go back
It's a
around
zoomer.
250 million years to the early Triassic, before the literal dinosaurs, and you'll find Helicorpion.
Oh.
A shark with a fucking buzzsaw for a man.
That is fucking cool.
250 not
Crazy.
far back enough for you? Go back around 300 million years, and you will find Adestus.
Adestus.
Fucking Pog shark. And if that is still not far back enough, you can go all the way back, right to the beginning, to the first recognizable shark, Deadliest problematicus,
Problematicus?
410 million years old. Sharks have existed for 4 times longer than Saturn has had f***ing rings.
That is
First
crazy.
tree only sprouted out of the ground 385 million
Damn,
years ago.
sharks.
That means that for 25 million years, Groot's great-great-grandfather was sat in God's drafts while this f***er chased Nemo.
Deadliest
I
the
don't think you
first does look
understand
cute.
just-
Sharks being canonically older than Saturn's rings is actually crazy. It is. If we ever colonize other planets, we need to bring sharks along just so they can keep flexing and push for 1 billion. Fun fact, the name Deadliest problematicus translates to problematic deceiver, which reflects how paleontologists were having a hard time identifying this large shark-like fish based on the fragmented fossil. Oh. I was already confused. I was like, is that really the name? Or was he making a joke? But it's really the name. They have outlived everything. It will most likely outlive us. Sharks are no joke. Nothing helps me understand just how old sharks are better than an Australian man yelling at me how old sharks are.
Scientists just discovered a new fish. Looks fucking ridiculous.
Don't talk about my fish like that. Look at that cute eyes. Okay, maybe it looks a little weird, but I still love him, I think.
This is the bumpy snailfish, a
Bumpy
freshly discovered
snailfish?
species found
Oh my god, his name is Bumpy.
off the coast of California.
Ah, Bumpy.
What makes this absolute specimen stick out is that it's a deep sea fish found at a depth of 3.
Okay, it is the cutest deep sea fish that I have seen until now. Like, there might be cuter ones, but it's the cutest until now.
kilometers. And I am here to tell you exactly why. Because once God finished building this thing, he took a step back,
And?
looked at it,
Yes.
realized exactly how fucking chopped it was, and punted that thing into the depths of the ocean where
Why are you being like that to Bumpy?
no one would ever see it again.
Be free!
However, thanks to the hubris of mankind, it is here before us today to take the piss out of.
Look at the top of his head.
You're so mean.
I mean, fucking look at it.
Why are
It
you
is
so
a
It's not his fault that he looks like this. You should be clowning God.
unserious creature. I do not think a single fucking thought has ever spawned behind those eyes.
Okay, I cannot lie. I also agree with that. I agree with that. I can't lie.
Not to mention the fit on it. It looks like an aquatic, uncooked turkey with a fucking smiley face drawn on it.
Hey, why are you shaming
And
him?
a solid
My
3
boy.
inches in length. Bumpy here is not the only species of snailfish. There's others that look like this. However, unlike his
They're all
cousins,
kind of cute.
God deemed it so that this poor little f***er would be built like a shaved testicle. The scientific term for a pair of these should be a sack. However, despite the fact that he looks like a sperm cell with a receding hairline, I love him.
Oh, now you're gonna be nice at the end of this
cute.
video?
Look at that smile.
Oh my
Reminds me of
gosh.
Sackboy on the PS3. I know when they got his ass on camera, he looked at it and went,
You know, when you showed me up, you put some of the stuffing in the wrong places, so I'm a little f***ed up. But will you take care of me forever and ever?
I named him Greg. This is non-negotiable. Okay, his name is Greg now, and he's now my son. Everyone in the comments is calling him Greg now. Greg is nonchalant as hell. I f***ing love Greg. How dare you call him stupid and ugly? He knows the secrets of the universe. Yes. We need to convince scientists to name him Greg. Greg is too cute to receive this level of disrespect. Yes! Whoa. This crab looks so interesting.
is a boxer.
What's your name?
That's right, stepping into the ring at 0.15 grams and a huge 2.5 centimeters in length, it's the boxer crab.
Hey!
You see, while most crabs use their pinchers to feed and defend themselves, the boxer crab has instead elected to spec into CQC and throw f***ing hands. And despite their complete
I love the phrase throwing hands, man. I don't know, it just sounds funny. Let's throw some hands.
average and not at all small size, this f***er fights in the heavyweight division, able to punch out hundreds of times its size. But how does nature's
What?
little Mac win the fights? Well, that's pretty simple. He f***ing cheats.
Wait, what the f***
See,
is happening?
those
Oh,
little
poison!
pom-poms aren't a fashion choice. Those are both sea anemone that the boxer crab holds in its
sea
claws to use
anemone.
as basically f***ing brass knuckles. Now, they get these anemones by finding other boxer crabs who have them, jumping them, and then claiming them like they are a f***ing WWE title belt. Now, if you weren't aware, anemones are venomous plant-like animals that, in order not
Oh, I didn't know they were venomous.
get eaten, sting the shit out of anything that touches them. Boxer crabs are immune to that sting, but you
Oh my god, they're so f***ing smart to use that.
bet your ass that everything that tries to eat the boxer crab isn't. So, the crab and the anemone enter into a symbiotic relationship, essentially becoming an aquatic venom, with the
Oh my
anemone
God, I
getting some
love
of the crab's
that.
food, and the crab gaining venomous brass knuckles. So, whenever a predator gets
amazing.
in the ring with Crab Tyson here, he'll wait for it to get just within striking range, and then
Mr. Squidward, I should kick your f***ing ass!
One little correction, the symbiotic relationship is parasitic, not mutualistic. The crab intentionally starves the wait, how the f*** do you pronounce that?
Anemones.
Anemones. The crab intentionally starves the anemones on its claws so they won't grow. In fact, if the anemone was to get a small piece of food, the crab would literally reach down its throat to snag it away from it. Okay, never mind, it's not cool anymore.
this bird is a serial killer.
Jesus f***ing Christ, you're the Bay Harbor Butcher.
Spaceman. I always die when I see him.
Hate that name.
Introducing the shrike, a group of feathery friends found all over the world, including the land down under. Now, at first glance, you may be thinking to yourself, how could this sweet little guy be a vicious killer? I mean, he's so tiny.
It's impossible. He would never.
They only grow up to around 30 centimetres and cap their weight out at 90 grams. And on top of
wow.
being about as threatening as a
But it's a serial killer.
fucking teddy bear, look at their claws. A shrike trying to end anything with its talons is like trying to stab a hippopotamus to death with a fucking pool noodle. Listen to the thing, it sings like it's on American Idol. It's a songbird, a branch geek. You'd never heard a fly. But I'm fucking onto you, Tweety.
You give me a fucking creeps. You know that, Dexter?
You may have everyone else fooled, but I know exactly what you are. Because shrikes actually have another name.
Oh, they
They're
do?
called fucking butcher birds. Yeah, that's right. The Dexter jokes actually had a fucking point. Now, you see, when the Bay Harbour butcher bird wants to hunt, they first start by selecting a target.
Tonight's the night.
Now, unlike
Tonight's
Dexter,
the night.
their code tells them they can eat whatever the they want. Insects, mice, me, even lizard. And
Lizard.
once they pick their meal, they wait for the right moment and swoop on it. Now, while those claws might be fucking useless, they do have a signature weapon. That tiny hook on the end of their beak. And once they land on their victim, they slide that hook into its neck, perfectly slotting between their vertebrae and severing their fucking spinal cord. But converting their prey into a vegetable isn't enough. No. These sick fucks keep trophies. Once they have paralyzed their prey and shattered its spine, they will fly its corpse back to their larder, which is either a thorn bush or a fucking barbed wire fence. And once they
They're
get home,
psychos.
they fucking impale them. They will then leave that corpse there for days, occasionally biting chunks out of it, eating it like leftovers from the fucking fridge. Dexter collected blood slides. These fuckers create kebabs.
It's always the cute ones. Oh my god, be careful of the cute ones. I was pleasantly surprised to hear that a killer bird isn't only found in Australia. Fun fact, among the prey of some shrikes is other songbirds. These shrikes have been observed mimicking the calls of said songbirds so that they think it's one of them and come close enough for it to kill. It's actually worse, the prey they impale often survive for hours to days. They're paralyzed and out of reach of most other predators, so they stay edible and easily accessible for much longer. Shrike are one of the most horrifying animals to ever live.
A lot of people are scared of snakes. But have you ever wondered what snakes are scared of? The answer is this fucking bird. Introducing the secretary bird, native to the continent of Africa, and a prime example that being a hater pays off. Coming in at 1.3 metres tall and 4.27 kilos in weight, this lanky
I like that bird.
turkey has been purpose-built,
Look at that smug face.
nay, expertly fucking engineered by the gods themselves with the sole purpose of violating the ever-loving
Oh, you know what? Actually, I think I've seen this bird before doing this,
and
yes.
if any garden hose that so much as looks at it the wrong way. You see, these bad boys are birds of prey, but unlike their cousins in the same category, they are primarily terrestrial, which means they spend most of their time on the ground. This is because their preference for diet is sentient slithering sausages.
So cute.
However, with this thing being endemic to Africa, their preferred meal also just happens to include some of the deadliest predators on the fucking planet. Does this stop the secretary bird?
It's a badass.
No, mate. Despite having no natural venom resistance, these absolute fucking giga
Wait, they have no venom resistance. They okay?
will eat cobras, boom slangs, and black mambas without breaking a sweat.
What the?
How do they hunt these things without getting bitten? Simple. They just kick the out of them.
Badass. badasses,
You see,
man. Absolute
those long-ass
badasses.
legs aren't just for show, as a secretary bird is capable of accurately curb stomping a snake's head into the ground with a force equal to 5 times their fucking body weight. So when a secretary bird fancies a bite to eat, they start out by stomping the ground around dense vegetation. This causes snakes in the area to poke their heads out of their houses to see what the f*** is going on. The snake then looks up in horror as the secretary bird locks onto him, sprints over at Mach 9, and then...
Dang. God, do you want poison resistance? Secretary bird, I am the poison resistance.
Australia's scariest spider is hiding a deep secret. But what is it? Well, introducing the Huntsman, native to the land down under, and the #1 cause of tourists absolutely shitting themselves on camera.
God. I would not want to
Look,
see that.
in defense of said tourist,
I do not have a spider phobia, but I do have normal fear.
I will be the first to admit, yeah, this looks scarier than a f***ing job application. Those gangly ass legs and the hair make him look like Slender Man's testicle.
How do you know what his testicles look like? Why are your thoughts even going there?
Having a negative charisma stat wasn't bad enough, I regret to inform you that the Huntsman spider grows up to 30 fucking centimeters in size,
That's
making
huge.
it the largest spider on the planet by leg span and legally allowing Subway to market him as a foot long. Now, being the spider equivalent of a Ford F-150, you'd think he'd have the common decency to be slow, you know, tank build. Unfortunately, the Huntsman is fucking turbocharged.
Like spiders in general, like really fucking fast.
Inform you that he is also highly venomous, because it's Australia. However,
of course.
that's his big secret. The Huntsman is a big sweetheart. You see, despite looking like an SCP, Huntsmen are incredibly timid, and on the rare occasion they do bite, their venom is harmless. In fact, seeing
Wait,
one of
what?
these bad boys in your house is a blessing in disguise, because if you see a Huntsman in your home, I guarantee you won't see any annoying ass flies or mosquitoes.
But you have but you still have that big ass thing in there.
Because he's eaten them.
But you still have the biggest thing in there.
He understands he's big enough that he should be paying rent, and so he contributes to the household in pest control.
I mean, I
I
guess.
personally have had one of these bad boys as an 8-legged roommate, and I can tell you they're pretty good company. Ooh. Except for the part where they cause car crashes. Yeah, you see, Huntsmen like to hide in tight spaces and cracks.
Oh my god, that seems horrible. You're like fucking driving and then suddenly there's a fucking huge ass spider in front of you.
And they do it by flattening out their body to fit into the gap. Now, in the house, that usually means you'll just find them behind a painting, but when you're flying down the highway at 110k an hour and decide to flip down the sun visor because God is trying to flashbang you, yeah, they like to sleep in there and you've just dropped one into your lap. Now, whatever...
Okay, thank you for letting me know. If I would ever go to Australia and I would ever be in the passenger seat, I will not use that thing.
If you do, don't panic or you're going to crash the...
Finally, a spider who pays the rent. Basically, Australians have a chance to get jump scared to Jesus every time they do anything.
This is Australia's most common snake, and that's quite a problem, because it's also one of the world's deadliest. Oh. Introducing the eastern brown snake, native to quite literally every state in the land down under. And unluckily for us, this asshole has earned himself a silver medal in the Note Rope Olympics venom category, coming in second
Why are they all in
place for the
Australia,
most
man?
venomous snake in the world. It is worth noting that third and first place are
also
unsurprisingly
in
also
Australia.
both held by Australian snakes.
Yeah.
Because God hates us.
Yeah, I guess so.
However, unlike
I feel kind of bad for you
first and
guys.
third, the toxic middle child here is a far larger problem. Because putting
I
it
do think snakes look really cute though.
politely, he's a cunt. The eastern brown is one of the most territorial species of snake in the world, which is a scientific way of saying they operate on the US home defense philosophy. If you dare put a pinky toe onto this guy's property, he will bite your ass, injecting you with a hemotoxin that can send you to heaven via blood clot in under 30 minutes if left untreated.
Every
Stay off his property and he'll leave you alone. Right? Yeah, one problem. His property is your property. That's right, the eastern brown doesn't live out in the middle of nowhere like his slightly more deadly cousin. This fucker is so at home in the suburbs, he drives a f***ing Prius. You can find this burnt piece of spaghetti literally anywhere. Go to put your shoes on, he's turned them into a 2-bedroom home. Hop in the car to go to work. Yeah, unfortunately, that's his car now. Get to work on the job site. What do you know? He f***ing works here too. Try to take a shower after a long day at work. F*** off, he's moisturising. You can't even take a shit in the comfort of your own home without running the risk of the dunny being occupied.
Bro, this is like my fear. There was one time on the news that I saw that someone said that a snake came out of their toilet. And every time when I look at a toilet, I think about that news segment that I've seen when I was a little kid.
In fact, these bastards are so omnipresent that out of the 200 species of snake in the country, this ginormous asshole makes up 60% of snake bites.
Jesus!
What a cunt.
I pray for all of you that are in Australia. For real. Australia is where the new animals are tested to see if they'll be moved to the main game. Most common, deadliest, and snake should not be the same sentence, but here we are. Snake who guards his land like American, takes land like a British, and lives in Australia. Another thing to mention is that its bites don't hurt. That means if a snake is somewhere hiding or you don't notice it and it bites you, you won't notice. As soon as you notice, you're probably already going to die. Oh my gosh.
This is the deadliest snake in the world. Introducing the inland taipan, and being the deadliest venom noodle in the world, I will give you exactly one guess as to where it's found.
Australia! Australia.
It's Australia, of course. It's in Australia. Be so
gosh.
serious here. Where the else did you think you were going to find it? Canada? More specifically, as the name suggests, the taipan is found inland in the outback. Luckily, extremely far from civilization, because this homicidal hospital hose is the definition of size doesn't matter. Because
There's no pee-pee. Wait, what? There is no pee-pee left for this move.
Because despite having extremely small fangs for a venomous snake, coming in at only 6.2 millimeters, the taipan is here to show you that you absolutely can feel less than an inch, because those fangs contain the statistically deadliest snake venom on the fucking planet.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, taipan venom is a pina colada of pain, containing, but
Delicious.
not limited to,
I love pina colada.
hemotoxins to cause blood clots, myotoxins for paralysis and necrosis, nephrotoxins to shut down your kidneys, and 3 different kinds of neurotoxin.
Why does it need so much?
If it bites you, you will get a headache, vomit up the entire contents of your stomach, collapse to the ground in agonizing pain, and then your heart and lungs will stop, sending you to meet God in under 15 minutes.
Oh my gosh, that's awful.
And that venom is so fucking potent that one bite contains enough toxin to do that to 100 people. But the funniest part of this snake's venom is that in the wild, they only hunt rats and f***ing mice. The deadliest venom on the planet, and they are using it to pack up.
Then I wonder, why the f do they need that much shit in their venom if that's the only thing they're gonna hunt on anyway?
Remy the rat. It's like hunting a rabbit with a f***ing AWP.
That's the cutest
I guess they're making sure that it's always a hit.
thing I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, this. Not only that, this thing often bites more than once. This motherfucker is the definition of overkill. Love how its venom is used to send people to God as a secondary, and it mostly uses it as a seasoning for its rats. As only one venom type is necessary, the rest is just for the love of the game. That overkill is like trying to kill a mosquito with a nuclear bomb.
Australia doesn't just have snakes and spiders. It has a tiger. Well, kinda. Introducing the thylacine, better known as the Tassie tiger. As the name suggests,
Hey, I've never
native
seen
to
them
my home
before.
state of Tasmania, this tiny little island off Australia's south coast. No, that is not New Zealand. They have hobbits, not tigers. Well, tiger isn't entirely correct. You see, the thylacine isn't a cat on steroids. You see, this bad boy is the largest carnivorous marsupial on the planet. Despite the kangaroo coming in at 7
Is it not here anymore?
foot tall and throwing kicks like Chun-Li, they are herbivores, and everything else with a pouch that eats meat is about the size of a chihuahua, making this 1.3 metre, 20 kilo kangaroo dog with a tiger persona the only marsupial apex predator. See, these things were ambush hunters, using stealth and speed to silently take down their prey like they're playing Assassin's Creed. On top of being a fully qualified Spec Ops agent, these things had a mouth on them to rival Kirby.
Oh my gosh.
Capable of opening their jaw a full 80 fucking degrees, which is
What the hell?
absolutely
That's
terrifying
crazy.
and really cool. It's just
It is.
one small problem.
They're not here anymore.
You may have picked up on me talking mostly in the past tense.
Well, the big giveaway was that everything that they had shown was old, like black and white pictures and things that got like colored in.
And that all of this footage is in black and white.
Yes.
That's because we don't have a tiger. We had one. Unfortunately, the thylacine was driven to extinction in the late 1980s.
Oh, no.
By what exactly? The British. You see, when the
God
Brits,
damn it.
did their thing and decided Tasmania was their house now, actually, they brought with them livestock, namely sheep and cattle, which was a fucking blessing to the Tassie tiger, which rapidly added these walking meatballs with the
so
survival
they-
instincts of a wet sock to their meal
So
plate.
they wanted to get rid of them because they kept eating them.
It's free real estate.
The colonists did not take kindly to the thylacine taking their livestock without a license in it, so they placed bounties on their heads.
No!
Never mind that these things never attacked humans and very rarely took their livestock. No, they were an inconvenience. And so, they were hunted down. One by one
That's so fucked
by
up,
one.
man.
For 70 fucking years.
Oh my gosh.
Until September 7th, 1936, when the last thylacine, Benjamin, died cold and alone in a cage at the Hobart Zoo.
Oh my gosh.
Usually I'd end these with
That's
a
so
joke,
fucked
but the
up.
fact that we wiped his entire bloodline and turned him into a fucking rug isn't that funny.
Oh my gosh, no. And I know this one's a bit heavier than usual. I know these are usually pretty lighthearted, but this one is hard for me to talk about. Take care of animals around you. We've lost too many already. And this got me emotional.
Australia just found a new record-breaking insect. But before I show him to you, how the f*** do we keep finding new bugs?
I don't know, man. God just really loves you guys.
You see, Australia is home to an estimated 200,000 species of
Oh
insects,
my
which is
God.
pretty damn impressive, especially when you
is.
consider the only place you're going to find more bugs than that is by counting the fucking roach population in Asmongold's walls. Now, the scary...
You know what the crazy thing is? I've never in my life actually seen a roach IRL. I've only seen them on TV or on the internet, but never IRL. We do have roaches, but I never have seen them.
Now, the scary part of this is that out of that 200k, we've only actually identified 62,000.
Wait, what? So you guys know there are more, but you haven't
We
identified
have
them.
no idea what nearly 3/4 of the bugs in the country actually fucking
Oh my
do.
god. Hey, at least you guys have a lot of quests in Australia to figure out all the bugs. Yay, right? There is something to do.
And so it should come as no surprise that while exploring Australia's dense rainforests, two scientists discovered a new record holder for the largest insect in the land down under.
Oh gosh.
And it's a fucking stick bug.
Yeah, they're so cute.
Introducing
Whoa.
Acrophila alta.
Okay, I
And
was
coming in
not ready for it to be that fucking huge.
at a
What? That is
40 centimeters
crazy.
and 44 grams in
What?
weight. I don't think
That
that
is so
qualifies
big.
as a stick insect anymore. That's fucking Groot. Australia's
Groot.
very own Erd tree avatar was discovered in Queensland. Because of course it fucking was. And despite being enough inches in length to make any man jealous, it's actually completely harmless. However,
so fucking
given how many
cute.
oversized bugs we already have, if we find any more, I think they're gonna send the fucking Helldivers.
What the f is that? I'll discover that shit. They're completely harmless. Just wait until we find a variant that looks nearly identical and it has some of the most potent venom known to man. Hi! If you like the video, please make sure that you like it and subscribe to my channel and turn on notification bell if you want to see more of it. I also go live on Twitch and on this YouTube channel, so come join us sometimes. Bye!